Hello children. Good morning children. Hope you all are fine. Yes, now we'll go on with Unit 3 Supplementary, the story of Mulan. This story is very interesting children. For sure you will enjoy it. Let us see the story now. This is a classical story of Mulan based on the legend of Hua Mulan. A legend is a story from long ago. This is believed to be true or mostly true. So the story is very old story children, and moreover the story is believed to be true. So this is the author says it is a true story. Let us see what the story is. Many years ago, China was in the middle of a great war. The emperor said that one man from each Chinese family must leave his family to join the army. So many years ago, in China, the entire story is portrayed in China. Many years ago in China was in the middle of great war. During war, the emperor said that at least one person from every family must join the army. You should imagine the situation, children, how it might be. You should imagine the situation. Mulan, a teenage girl who lived in a faraway village of China, heard the news when she was outside washing clothes. Now, this news was heard by Mulan also, as every people in the country, they heard the news. Mulan also, she heard the news. When she heard the news, where was she? Mulan, she was outside the village washing the clothes. Mulan ran into the house. Her father was sitting in a chair carving a piece of wood. "Father," she said, "did you hear what the emperor says each family must do?" Now Mulan, the moment she heard the news what the emperor said, she ran to her house. At that time, father, he was sitting in the chair and he was carving a piece of wood. What do you mean by carving, children? Carving in the sense cutting any stone or wood to a shape. That is known as carving. You would have seen many woods and stone carved in a design. Now she asked father, "Oh father, did you hear the news what the emperor asked to do?" "Yes," said her old father. "I heard about it in town. Well, I may as well as go pack up." He puts down his carvings, stood up and walked very slowly to his room. Now father said, "Yes daughter, I do heard what emperor said, I heard." Okay, saying this, father, he said, "Okay, let me stop carving and let me start packing my clothes." Because he is getting ready to join the army. Now see, this is only Mulan, children. See, you could see her portrait. She is Mulan. Okay, you could see in your textbook. Mulan, "Father, you have not been well, if I may say so. Why at your age must you keep up with all those young men?" No, Mulan, she says, "Wait father, wait for some time. See, your old father, moreover you are not well. Why do you want to join the army?" Mulan is asking her father. "What else can be done?" said her father. "Your brother is a child. He cannot go." No, father is asking, what else can be done, child? See, your brother, he is too young, and moreover you are a girl. Only I am left over here. Other than me, there is no other option. What to do? Father is just asking a daughter. "Of course, that's true," said Mulan. "He is too young, but I have an idea." She poured her father a cup of tea and handed it to him. "Father, have some tea. Please sit for a minute. I will be right back." Now Mulan said, "Okay, father, you sit here for a while." Saying this, she poured some tea to her father. She asked him to have tea. She said, "Father, you sit here. I'll come within a few minutes. I'll come back," she said. Now saying this, she went inside. "Very well, dear," said the father. Mulan went into her room. With her sword, she cut off her long black hair. She put on her father's robe. Going back to her father, Mulan said, "Look at me. I am your son now. I will go in your place. I will do my part for China." Now what Mulan she did? She gave a cup of tea to her father. She asked her father to sit there for some time. She went inside the room. She took her sword and she cut her long black hair. Mulan, no, she had very long hair she had. She didn't bother for the beautiness of her hair. She took her sword and she cut her hair. Then she wore her father's dress. And now she went to her father and said, "Oh father, look at me. How do I look now? Don't I look like you? Father, I am a boy now." No, she said, "Oh father, I am not a girl. I am a boy now. I will go instead of you. I will go join the army." She said, "No, my daughter," said the old man, "you cannot do this." What father said? Father didn't agree. He said, "No, Mulan, you cannot do this. You are a girl. How can you go join the army? You cannot do this." What Mulan says for this? "Father, listen please," said Mulan. "For years you trained me in Kung Fu. You showed me how to use a sword." Mulan swung the sword back and forth with might. "No, father," she requested. "Father, please listen to what I say first. See, for years together you have taught me Kung Fu. You taught me how to fight with others." She swung. She took her sword. She swung right and left. She swung in the sense waving the sword from here to there. No, weaving the sword. No, with all her might in the sense with her strength, with all her strength, she swung the sword. "Only so that you could stay safe," said her father. "I never mean for you to go to war. If they find out you are a woman, you know as well as I do that you will die." The father said, "Oh Mulan, I taught you sword for your safety. I taught you. I never mean you to join the war. For that purpose I didn't teach you how to work with sword. I didn't teach you sword for that purpose. It's for your safety I taught you. And moreover, if they find you are a woman, you know what will happen, and even I too. You will die over there. They will kill you. If they come across you are a woman, they will kill you." "No one will find out, father," said Mulan. She picked up her sword. Mulan said, "The father." He tried to get up but had to hold on to his chair. No, Mulan saying this, she said, "No father, no one will find that I am a woman." Saying that, she picked up her sword. Mulan, father, no, is too old. He couldn't get up from the chair where he sat. No, he couldn't get up very fast. Slowly he is trying to get up from the chair. The daughter kissed him goodbye. "I love you, father," she said. "Take care of yourself. Tell my brother I said goodbye." She climbed on a family horse and off she went to join the emperor's army. Now Mulan, no, in spite of father refusing her not to join the army, she didn't bother. Without listening to her father, no, she kissed her father. She said him goodbye, and she said, "Oh father, take care of yourself. Take care of my brother. Convey my regards to my brother." Saying this, she climbed her family horse. Over there, no, children, in village, in China, village all, no, each and every family they'll have a horse. So she climbed on a family horse and she moved off to the emperor's army. Very bold enough girl, isn't it? Okay. In the army, Mulan proved to be a brave soldier. In time, she was put in charge of other soldiers. Her battle went so well that she was put in charge of more soldiers. Her battles kept on going well. After a few years, Mulan was given the top job. She would be general of the entire army. Okay, after Mulan joining the army, She said bye to her father. She went to the empire's army. She joined over there. She proved to be a brave soldier. She fought very bravely with the opposite army. Her battle went so well that she put in charge of more soldiers. She was given the leader post, and underneath to her many soldiers were there. Her battle kept on going well. She went winning one battle after the other after the other. She kept winning many battles. And after a few years, Mulan was given the top job. Some general position was given to Mulan. Now, long after that, a very bad fever swept through the army. Many soldiers were sick, and Mulan, the general of the army, became sick. Now, after some time, one bad fever swept through the army. Swept in the sense it was spread. Dangerous fever, it spread through the army. Many soldiers were affected in that fever. Many soldiers went sick. Even Mulan was also affected in that fever. Even she too became sick. When the doctor came out of Mulan's tent, he knew the truth. The general is a woman. Heal the soldiers. How can this be? Some called out, she tricked us, and we will not fight for a woman. They said, punish her, make her pay. The cause is for her to die. But others called out in voice, just as. Okay, now doctor came for checkup, even doctor came to Mulan also to check her sickness. Finally, doctor will find out. So, doctor found out that she is not man, she is woman. And this news was given to the soldiers. Now, soldiers, they started shouting. Yield in the sense, they shout. How can this be? How could a woman be a soldier? And then other person, he started saying, this woman, she has tricked us. And some, they started saying, we will not fight for a woman. Not fight for a woman. We don't want women to be our general. We don't want to fight under the head of any woman. Each and every one, they started saying different sayings. Different words they started saying. And some they said she must be punished. Some they said she must die for her cause. For her cause, she tricked everyone. Being a woman, she tricked everyone. So she must die for that. She must be killed. Each and every one, they raised voice over there. One, they started saying something or the other. Okay. Now, loud with Mulan. We win every battle, they said. Stay away from our general. Now, one party of people, they were talking ill about Mulan. Whereas the other party of people, they said, they shout in a loud manner. With Mulan, we win many battles. Only with help of Mulan, we won many battles. Stay away from our general. They started shouting. They said, no, Mulan should not be killed. She should not be given any punishment. Only because of Mulan, we won many battles. Just then, a soldier ran up. Everyone, he called. A surprise attack is coming. As this fight was going between people, a soldier ran from there coming to Mulan and said, he said to everyone, a surprise attack is coming. He shouted over there. Now, Mulan heard this from inside. Mulan was inside at that time when the soldiers, they were fighting among themselves regarding Mulan. When they were fighting, she was inside the tent. Mulan heard this from inside her tent. She got dressed and went out. She was not yet strong, but stood tall. She told the soldiers where they must go to hide, so they could attack when the enemies came. Now, when one of the soldiers came shouting that a sudden attack is nearing them, Mulan, though she was sick, she got up from her bed, she wore her soldier's dress, and she started guiding the other soldiers. She started guiding soldiers, where they must hide, who must hide where. She started doing her work. She didn't bother what the soldiers were saying. Those soldiers were shouting at her, saying that she must be killed. No, she didn't bother. She was much bothered to save her country. She was bothered how to save China. But they must get there fast. The soldiers, even those who did not like that their general was a woman, could tell that Mullah knew what she was talking about. Yes, even though some soldiers, they didn't like Mullan. When they came to know that Mullan is a woman, they started hating her. Though they hate her, they obeyed. At that moment, they obeyed her. They know, they know Mullan will guide them in a right manner. Whatever Mullan says will be right. They do know that, and they obeyed her. At that situation, they obeyed Mullan. It worked. The battle was won. It was such a big victory that the enemy gave up. At last, the war was over and China was saved. You can be sure that after that last battle, no one cared any more that Mullan was a woman. Now, with Mullan's guidance, the last war was won. Somehow the great battle was won. The enemy country, they gave up the battle. They cannot cope up with Mullan's army, so they gave up the battle. Now the war was won. China was won. China was saved. You can be sure, children, after the last battle, what would have been happened? Just imagine, people, the one who were shouting, who were saying, no, we don't want Mullan to be our leader, the one who were shouting, they forgot. They forgot that Mullan was a woman. Because how could they forget? No? They won the battle, so that success made them to forget their revenge. The emperor was so glad that Mullan had ended the long war. He set aside the rule about being a woman. Mullan, stay with me in the palace, he said. Someone as smart as you would be a fine royal advisor. Now when emperor came to know that the general was a woman, and because of her they won the long war, even emperor also, he set the rule aside that women should not take part in the battle. That rule was kept aside. Because he was happy, because of Mullan, he was so happy that he cancelled his rule. The rule what he has given to the people, only men should take part in the war, women should not take part in the war. That rule was kept aside, it was cancelled. And emperor was so happy that he asked Mullan to be his general advisor, to be his royal advisor. He wants someone to be like Mullan as his advisor. Someone smart as Mullan, he wants her to be his advisor. Mullan bowed deeply. You are too kind, sir, she said. But if you please, what I wish most of all is to return home to my family. Now Mullan bowed deeply in the sense Mullan paid her respect to king, to emperor. She paid her respect. She said, you are too kind, sir, but if you please, if you permitted, please in the sense if you permitted, I wished most to return back to my family. She said, sir, if you wished, if you permit me, I'll be happy if you allow me to return to my family. Rather than being general in the army, I'll be happy if I return back. If I return to my family, if I join with my family, I'll be very happy. Then at last, take these fine gifts, said the emperor. So everyone at your home and village will know how much the emperor of China thinks of you. So finally, emperor, he agreed to what Mullan said. Emperor said, okay, never mind Mullan, if you don't want to take up the royal position in my emperor, never mind. But at least take these gifts. He gifted her. What gifts he gave? He gave her, what gifts he gave her. He gave her some gifts. What he said is, you take our gift so that everyone in village they will know how much you have worked in the battle. Mullan returned to her village with 6 fine horses and 6 fine swords. Everyone cheered that she was safe. The person who had saved China was their very own Mullan. So what gift was given to Mullan? Emperor gifted her something else. No, what gift was given to Mullan is she was gifted 6 fine swords with 6 horses. Emperor gifted to Mullan 6 horses and 6 fine swords. Now this gift, Mullan carried this gift to her village. When she went to her village, she was welcomed by her village people. Everyone cherished her. They were happy to welcome Mullan. Finally, everyone in the China country, they came to know that it was a girl who saved China. It was Mulan who saved China. Wasn't it great, children? Yes, it is great, no? What men couldn't do, woman has done it. No, that's what you cannot say certain thing only men can do it. Women can also do many miracles. Hope you have understood this lesson, children. Okay. My children, in supplementary, your paragraph answers you are getting in develop the hints format. Okay. In two ways you are getting paragraph answer, children. One, you are getting in develop the hints format. That is, the story will be given in develop the hints format. It is nothing for you to recollect the story. That's it. The moment you read the words given in the question, you will recollect the story and you can write the story very well. Another thing is, you will get in coherent order. The story will be given in sentences form, children. You know, some sentences will be jumbled over there. You will arrange it in story format. It is coherent order. You have done in lesson 1 supplementary you have done, children. It is there in your textbook also. For your reference, I am telling you the page number. You can just view the page number so that you will know how to do coherent order. It is in page number 27, children, in your textbook, page number 27. The story is given in coherent order. All the three supplementaries over here, you will get in coherent order. Any one at least you will get in coherent order, children. Coherent order is nothing but rearranging the sentences. That's it. Okay. Hope you have understood the lesson, children. Do it very well. Prepare well for the examination and do well. Yes. Thank you, children.